darkness across a land that is itself a predator that preys upon its people. Perhaps you will find and fulfill your destiny to face the one from which this land was wrought. Or perhaps you will become lost in the mists, where only the dead will find you. But know this, you cannot make demands of the devil, for he is the ancient, he is the land. Should you draw his fury, he will thunder through the mists and the darkness, and there will be no place for you to hide from his wrath. Hi, everyone.
You're
Hello,
talking us
Oh,
or the
hi.
audience? Oh,
everyone.
Everyone.
Each and
Are
every
you a
one of
no
us.
one, Sean? Is that how you feel about yourself?
Aw.
That's
yeah,
sad.
It's okay,
I
Sean,
never
we
really
love
got
you
over
for who
high
you
school.
are.
People didn't
That's
like
fair.
me. They made fun of me, so I
It's
have
also
low
fair.
self-esteem.
Were we all nerds?
Ooh,
No, Steve was a jock, so you know.
true. Sean,
What?
I don't think this is the platform to go into your high school issues.
Steve
there
was
are no
a
issues.
jock?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what happened. Yes, Steve was a jock.
Would you play golf?
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
Wait, for real? Wait, is he messing with me?
Yeah.
He got a hole in none.
Oh.
Wow, Eric. Okay. Quick recap. You had begun your foray into the dark domains of Ravenloft by deciding to investigate a haunted house in the middle of the night, despite the good advice of the hippie. No one listens to the hippie druid.
No one listens to the hippie.
And you immediately got your asses kicked by some terrifying otherworldly weasels?
If I had just rolled any better, I'd have had me a pet weasel.
You had a friend weasel for a little while.
I did. I miss him.
Roz looks at the druid. I thought you were friends with the animals around here.
Well, yeah, man, but like not when you're hitting them. That makes them mad.
Perhaps I'm mistaken, but they attacked us first.
They were just hungry.
Classic misunderstanding. That's all.
Your adventure resumes with the terrifying sound effects you're probably hearing as you stand around looking at each other's bleeding wounds from the dead weasels. Well, the weasels who ran, actually.
We're all quite wounded at the moment. I suggest, perhaps as a small suggestion, perhaps we should go back and come back when we're more intact. Perhaps.
Oh, geez, are you saying that maybe we shouldn't come here at night and we should sleep and come back in the morning?
Currently, we're not in good shape to continue.
Alright, quit your belly aching and let's go back to the inn.
Before the rabid weasels attacked us, we were fine. Something I had a little bit of misplaced faith, perhaps, in thinking that you might be able to assuage their more feral instincts.
Alright, quit picking on him. Let's go.
Where's your sense of adventure? I can heal you, bros.
Oh, can you now? Why haven't you?
It's y'all
Somehow,
been yapping.
no.
No, I can't end up clicking.
I'm not some machine you can put back together, Mr. Cleaver.
Just
Well,
shut
you
your trap.
sound like one.
He does really heal. Just like
I have the spell.
I was probably unaware. I was like, oh,
He's
Thank you.
I'm medic.
Yeah, you'd be feeling better now, do you?
You did
yes,
good.
quite.
All right, let's be breaching this brig and finding the treasure.
If I could just remember my previous spells.
You healed one person, what about the rest of you?
I don't know. Can I cast level 1 spells? Oh, I got 2 slots.
If you want to burn them all before you even go inside.
I mean, who wants to go back? That's lame.
I've got full hit points.
Yeah, and I'm only like half down, so this is 5th edition. Can't I just like sit down for 2 minutes and get all my health back?
60
I'm only
minutes.
missing all of my spells except for my
Wait.
one.
Did we short rest?
Nope, you did no rest.
So we can short rest, and we have 1 hit die each that we would need. You would roll your hit die, and you get that hit points back, and that would stop us from burning any of our healing spells.
Okay, I did bad. I'm the newbie. You tell me.
Yeah, so with short rest, you can do that. As we get further on and more hit die, that's how many you can roll to get back hit points.
So do we want to do that instead?
Sure. What am I rolling? D4 for hit points?
What is your hit die?
It doesn't say. It just says I have one total
Hit die is how many hit points you get every level. It's 6. Nobody gets less than 6 in 5th.
Okay, so I roll a D6 then. Okay.
Correct.
It's whatever the hit die for your class is.
I got 6. I am up to full.
And you can do
Ooh.
that. You can spend all of your hit die once per long rest, Eric, which means at level 1 you can do it once.
Right. And then on a long rest, you'll get those hit die back to heal up again.
All right, so we take a short break, and I feel a little bit better, but I don't have any of my spells return. I just have like mage armor.
Depends. When do you get your spell restore class feature? You're a wizard.
I wouldn't be at level 1, I don't think.
Arcane
Can't you-
recovery? Is that? what you
Yep.
mean?
Oh yeah.
Arcane recovery should begin at level 1. It's not.
Once per day,
class-
short rest. You can choose slots to recover. Okay, equals in that of your level wizard. So 1. I get 1 spell back.
1 level 1, yep. And you never run out of cantrips.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can cast cantrips all day long.
I'll re-memorize my chromatic orb that I used earlier. 'Cause I was
That's-
actually...
That's why you did so much damage. Level 1 spells are super powerful. You save those for like hard monsters and you just cantrip regular monsters. That's how a wizard does it. At least at low levels.
I don't have much in the way of cantrips, but we'll make do.
Cantrips never run out. You can cast them as much as you want forever.
I have all of 3. Looking to get more though. Very well, I feel better now that we've taken a rest. Who would like to
Una
proceed?
slaps him on the back and says, "Alright, let's go."
Not totally healed. Carry on, Captain Cleaver.
I'm gonna check for traps.
Checking what for
All
traps?
Musically.
I don't know.
You were
Different
still
order.
outside of the house. You had the garden that you went to explore and got assaulted by weasels. There's a well around the corner.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
Assaulted
let's
by
check out the well.
weasels.
See that well.
It's a deep subject, I hear.
Nope. Also, Eric, 5 is what you have left after you healed 2. You only had 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had 3 out of 8 after the weasel attack.
when everything changed when the weasels attacked.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Oh no.
I made one of them explode though. That made the other ones run away. Like, oh shit.
Okay. Let's get a perception check starting with Copper.
Cap.
Perception.
Never get me, cops.
If he was a girl, we could have called her Penny.
Copper, you're able to determine from a distance that there is a cluster of small mammal remains in the tall grass around the well. Mice, squirrels in the lake. Bones, bits of flesh.
This is where the weasels came from here, didn't they?
No, the weasels came from the garden. You've gone nowhere near the well yet.
Oh, okay. I thought the well was in the garden. Gotcha.
The well is garden adjacent.
So I point out that it looks like something's made its home here. That we should be cautious. At the well, there's
At the well.
there be bits of animal bones there. You see, glinting in the sunlight or the moonlight.
Does anyone have a light to illuminate the way?
Glinting in the moonlight was
I
beautiful.
do actually. I have a rock, a stone that I've embedded as a source of light, as an artificer.
Quite ingenious,
powers.
Captain. I commend you.
I'm gonna be muted a lot because my dog is playing with the noisiest toy he has.
All the ghosts see your light and attack you. I'm kidding.
Oh, it extends in for 5 feet and then a dim light for another 5 feet.
Let's see how.
All right,
deep the
so that
water
means
is
that
as well.
that means everything will not be concealed from your mage. That's a good thing.
Cool.
Or wait, no, Braz, are you the one who doesn't have dark vision? Oh no,
Changeling.
I think that it's Copper
I do have-
because when
yeah.
the constructs don't get it,
Yeah,
Warforged
I
don't get it
get
in
it.
5th.
Nope.
I think you should all double check though. Do any of you have it?
I have
I
dark
don't know where I
vision.
would find it.
On the character sheet under your senses, on the left, towards the bottom, near languages.
Yeah, bottom right hand of your character sheet, features and traits. You should have dark vision.
Oh,
Or light vision.
right, not left. Okay.
I have shape changer. That's all I got from racial.
I'm pretty sure it's not on my sheet,
Thought
but
I
I
had it.
think
You're
when
a
we were
custom
making
race.
my character,
We're gonna let her double check real quick first because it will matter. But it looks like you're the de facto scout when you don't have torches there, Elidor.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have it written down, but you'd think being a sea-dwelling creature, I'd have it.
It's pretty rare in 5th
Yeah.
edition, more so than other games.
Oh well.
Right, so you all need it. Okay.
And at first level, I did not take light.
Using Copper's light, though, the immediate area around the party is not obscured, at least. Shooting into the darkness, though, you'd take a mischance. Except for Elidor.
Cool.
Guys, just so you know, this character's useless.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
every character at first level. You know, welcome to the club, pal.
I mean, you've got firebolt, so.
Yeah, once.
No,
No.
cantrips
That's
are
your cantrip.
infinite.
I don't have a
Cantrips,
cantrip for. Yeah, no. I don't have a cantrip that does that. I have like 3.
you should change that right now or you'll never survive.
You should definitely
Oh.
have. You have an offensive
You
cantrip.
must take an attack cantrip if you want to live.
I took things that would make sense for a character on a boat to take. So I took Gust, I took Shape Water, and I took Mending.
Me too.
So dump Mending and take Firebolt.
Firebolt, okay.
Actually, no. Dump Gust. You're not going to need that anytime soon.
Really? Not even like to push people down a well or anything?
That won't push anyone down a well. It's a mild breeze.
Oh man.
Oh, well, I mean, the idea was to like hit the sails with it, you know. But
Right, which you're not going to need anytime soon.
how do I edit? I just hit edit at the top and change it out.
You have to drag one in from the compendium. I'll do it real fast. Trying to give him Firebolt ball. What's it called again, Steve?
Firebolt.
Firebolt?
Bolt. Thank you.
Wild breeze.
A stiff breeze.
I cast
Beg your
stiff
pardon.
breeze.
Ooh,
All right, Eric, you're
I
good.
thought it was like gust. Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Are you approaching the well?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I
the
suppose
well
we're
look
going to
treacherous?
throw, ourselves into this.
I don't know. You'd have to have somebody check it out thoroughly from a close range.
I'll do it.
Roll perception. Are you being sneaky about it?
Heck yeah. I
Roll
am.
stealth.
Ready in
Perception
action.
and stealth, or just one?
Do perception first, and then wait a second, and do stealth second.
I ready as spell.
In this game, they can see more than one roll at a time. We can see the history of about 5.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh, what do we got here? Oh, that's nice.
Wow, she sees everything.
I
She better,
see
she's a rogue.
everything.
Okay, now roll stealth.
Stealth time.
Nice. Wow.
Nice, nicely done.
Okay, it looks like the well shaft descends at least 20 feet. You can see water in there. You think there might be a glint, but without light down there, you can't really tell.
Alright, I need a light. Come over here. Or hand me your light.
I just toss it to her.
Do I catch it?
You do. You're gonna stick it down there and look?
yeah, I am.
Make another stealth check. For
Oh,
no
yeah.
for no reason.
For no reason. He says ominously.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa, right off the bat. There we go.
Wow.
Definitely a glint. There's some kind
Yeah.
of shiny money or something in the water at the bottom.
Alright, there might be treasure at the bottom of this well, but I can't tell for sure.
How deep is the water?
The
Did I
water's
get that
only at the bottom. It's a 20-foot climb to get down there, and there's about 3 feet of water at the bottom.
There's-
Like,
Fresh,
hey,
fresh,
water.
clean water. Like you can see through it to the stone.
like, hey, Una, can I borrow that torch for a minute?
What for?
Better.
What'd you do?
He lit up a doobie.
A Badoob.
Oh, that catnip, though. Alright, so it's about 3 feet of water and it's about 20 feet down. Wait, what is that in meter? I haven't. I guess it doesn't
30-ish?
matter.
You can proceed as you like, Captain. I'm fine here, thanks.
Who's good at the climbing?
Where's your sense of adventure?
There are rocky
Hold on,
walls
let me
that can
check.
be. There are rocky walls you can use as natural handholds that Una is able to point out to you, giving you advantage on the climb check.
Oh, nice.
Does anybody have climb? Wait, what
No,
would we roll
I'm
for
not a
climb
good
check?
climber.
Is it dex or strength?
Athletics.
Athletics.
Athletics. I do have athletics.
Look at you.
Alright, I guess I'll go down. Da-da-da.
Hooray!
Do I not die?
So, Una goes to the well, looks down, scouts it, stealthily avoids whatever was gonna eat her face off, and now does like some double backflip down into the well, rappelling down like some badass.
Sadly,
Yeah, she's like,
the
"Hey,
second
come on
she
down,
climbs
guys."
in, the thing that was in the well knows she's there.
Oh.
So
If
a
you
little-
look to the lower right of this map, you will see your new position and the hell that Ella just walked into.
Oh,
Hey.
that's where we are?
Oh,
like,
hello. What are
like
those things?
Copper. She's pretty awesome, isn't she?
She be a fine lass.
Can
We
you
see
do a
these
flip
things
into
at
a
all?
well?
Keep smoking your doobie, lad.
So do I know those things are there, or?
Yep, you're rolling initiative.
Oh, okay.
Shit. Do we see them as well or no?
You can all roll initiative, but let's have
As
Una go
well.
first.
Oh, shit.
As well.
That was the best initiative ever.
You're the best initiative ever.
Sorry, Sean distracted me.
guys, they might be giant poisonous snakes. Just a thought. Don't really know. I might have gotten that intuition from.
Stand by whilst I move the audience down to your doom. I mean, everything's fine. Okay. The things that come striking at you out of crevices and the crumbling walls of the well shaft are indeed giant snakes that are clearly poisonous.
Oh.
Braz, you hear her shriek and can react to it, but you can't see into the well. You actually have to move up to it to see into it.
Because of the water, or just because of the...
Because it's a well and she's inside.
The snakes are in the well.
Yes, the snakes didn't come out because she was sneaky.
Snakes are in the well.
Cage was in the well.
Motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking
Una
well.
goes in the well.
The well.
Rope goes in the well. Una goes down the rope. Snakes in the well.
Oh, I'm first.
Our
I wanted to try to do a cool. I wanted to try to do a cool thing, but I don't know if I could do it. Could I jump down the well, and as I'm nearing the end of it, use shape water to create sort of like a cushion for me to like land?
Oh, that's so cool.
Pretty fucking sick.
Not in one turn because you have to get to the well, but across 2 turns, yes, I would allow that.
So I'm following the first turn, and then the second turn I can cast it.
Correct.
Shit. Let's hope I make the roll, guys.
Roll athletics to see if you actually get in the well, and if you don't hit her on the way down.
Oh,
Pressure.
let's not hit me on the way down.
Roll it. Oh, that's terrible.
You go flying into the well, and you bounce off the side, and you hit a snake, and your foot hits Una right in the intestines, and you're like,
Oh,
and you're like, and you're
Did I
like,
use
it'll be fine, and you're casting a cantrip.
It's okay, guys.
Snake number 1 looks very surprised and tries to bite you on the way past.
Cool.
Una lets out a string of curses at the kick in the guts.
It looked really cool from the outside, though, for you other two.
They'll never know how
He's
bad,
got
how
such
embarrassing it
athletics.
really was. Oh, Jesus.
Alright, snakes. Let's bite the wizard.
It'd have to be snakes.
Does a 15 hit you? It might not.
It wouldn't if I had mage armor on.
Oh.
You should always cast that.
I didn't know!
can shield be cast as a reaction?
Yeah, could that?
I believe
you
so,
should
but
check.
Yeah, reaction if you take when you're hit or attacked.
it can in Pathfinder, so I'm assuming it can here.
Cool, I'll use that. So
What's
they
that raise your
absolutely
AC
miss.
to?
Plus 5 is 17.
That's good, because that would have sucked a lot for the wizard. The other snake...
Does that take up my mage armor slot or whatever?
No, that's your shield spell, but that does use a level 1 spell slot.
Oh, that's the one I was asking. So
Yeah.
I'll let go of mage armor for right now. Hold on to chromatic orb. Okay. I might have to blast some fools in a second.
The second snake tries to whip itself around Una and give her a good hug, but fails. Elidor,
But I like hugs.
not a poisonous 13 damage hug.
True.
A lot of damage.
Yeah, these outside animals hit real hard for level 1.
Like, maybe we should go check on him, Cleaver?
Yeah?
I mean,
You hear
always
cursing
enjoy-
and sword clanging and the mage going, "Oh fuck!"
What's the distance?
Actually, it'd be more like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, that sounds more closer.
Yeah,
What's the
my-
distance?
my character
Looks
would
like,
be-
is it 20 feet to the well? Are we actually
That is
seeing-
actual, yeah. It takes you 20 feet to get to the well and look in.
Okay.
That's why it was a double move for Eric to jump.
Flavors of
Okay, I have a move of 30, so I can move to the well with 10 feet left.
And you can look in and see what's happening, yes.
Okay, and then I can see into the well, no problem.
Elador, your lovable animals are trying to eat us again.
Yeah, maybe like, don't mess with them, guys.
You can
Hey,
see
snakes.
you can see Braz, sort of. He's in shadow at the bottom, but you can see Una real clearly because she's holding the light stone.
Jeez.
See, my plan is when it's my turn again, all they see is me coming down narrowly, deflecting snakes and like riding on a disc of water and shit. Like, oh man, this guy really knows what he's doing. He's just fumbling his fucking way down.
Yeah, you know, the snakes with no intelligence will be really fucking impressed.
No, I'm talking about these guys. I'm talking about your
Oh, yeah.
What would you like to do, hippie?
Talk to the snakes.
Do you have speak with animals yet?
No.
Do you have wild empathy?
I don't. No. So here's the thing. I have animal friendship and beast bond.
So the starting attitude of these snakes is hostile.
Right. Can I animal handling them instead?
You can, but I gotta look up how that works when they're hostile.
I was gonna say it's probably
Probably disadvantage, yeah.
or probably advantage for them to save against it or something like that.
Animal handling.
I'll handle that animal in a second.
It doesn't
Fucking
actually
flame-
say
flame bolt.
what happens when they're hostile. When there is any question whether you can calm down a domesticated animal or intuit an animal's intentions. I'll let you try at disadvantage because it's not what it's for, but they're not hostile because when I attack them, they're hostile because they're hungry.
Okay. So
You are feeding them.
yeah, so I will reach out with the best that I can do without actually having the ability yet. Just be like, hey, snakes,
You just gotta sit there.
stop striking my.
Selkie.
Mates. Got it.
Una glares up at him like. She's done.
Nailed it.
Comes out of his mouth.
Wait, hold on. Snacks served to the south.
You still have disadvantage, but you can have a card for that.
12.
Well, that's quite strong.
I mean, disadvantage at level 1. I don't think I
It's like, that's like pony strong.
It is like strong as
You
a
won't see
strong-
results until it's their turn again. Copper!
Okay.
Which means Copper could screw this all up.
Did I see him attempting to try to like?
You just see the
Snake
stoner talking to snakes. And he just lit up a doobie. Like, he's not casting a spell, he's just talking to the snakes with his mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what a spell looks like.
Can I hold my action?
You're the last one in the round, so you'll lose it.
I
You
guess
just
that's
like
fine.
Terminator drop down on top of them and splatter their fucking asses already. Like
Alright, Braz.
Captain
Yeah,
Cleaver.
no.
Punching
I'll hold
the animals.
Alright, Braz, you cast your cantrip, and you still have a move action if you want to take it.
I slide down on like hard water. I don't know what I would use my move action for.
You might not have anything, but you still get the chance.
Can I save it for like a reaction or like a dodge?
Reactions happen in addition to move actions.
Oh, okay. So move action is just a move action.
Yeah.
Okay. There's not many places I can move.
The one thing you
in a
can do
row.
with the move action is pick up the coins that you came in here for. You're on the ground now.
Sure.
11 silver pieces in the party loot.
Nice.
If Una dies, at least you got paid.
Nice.
That's not nice. What did I
The
do?
snake trying to eat Una continues to try to eat Una.
Oh.
I'm about as tasty as haggis.
She continues to skillfully dodge out of the way. The other snake gets real close to Elidor's face, opens its mouth real wide. The fangs come out and arch forward, and it's glistening, and the poison's dripping out. And then it takes a huge inhale, and its eyes squint down and get all red. And it just sits there and it looks at Elidor.
Just lean in close to the venomous snake.
And then it wraps itself around you, but it's more like when a guy slings his arm around your shoulder. Elidor, it's your turn.
Did you get the snake high?
The snake is high. You were able to successfully talk into not eating you for now. This won't last.
Come on.
Till it gets the munchies.
Let's go find you some food, and I will use survival to put him in a place with a lot of prey available to him. So that
Roll it.
Dead weasel that way.
That's freaking brilliant. Yes. Can I take him back to the garden?
If
with
you
the dead
just want to
weasel?
do that, you can just leave and do that.
Yes. I will leave and do that and put him down so that he can find food.
Copper.
I'll go up, and that other snake's trying to kill her friends.
It's trying to swallow Una, but she's not letting it squish her.
I'm going to shoot my light crossbow at it.
Okay. I just
Precise
realized
action.
too that Una isn't in the initiative.
Oh no!
No, she's. Wow. Click your token and try again. That explains a lot.
I rolled initiative.
Oh, look at that.
Read initiative.
Hell of a roll.
So that wasn't quite a crit. It would have been on advantage. So you do 4 damage to the snake. Your crossbow hits the snake in its meaty bits, and it hisses and turns its attention to you.
I didn't expect such an action from Copper Cleaver. I would have expected more like grab it, slam the snake against the walls of the
He's not a warrior.
He's not part of the WWF. He's a shipwright.
Thank you, Una.
There we go.
Copper's gonna give
We're
that
gonna
snake an attitude.
we're gonna jump to you because you got skipped. What would you like to do for your turn?
It's not as good as my previous initiative I rolled. Oh, let's see.
And then we'll move to the new round.
You know, I'm wondering if I can like grab it and toss it up out of the well so it can go be with its friend to eat dead weasels.
You're the nicest people in all of Ravenloft. You know that?
This is why none of you are gonna make it except Eric's character. Right, so you can try, but it's bigger than you and squeezes tighter than you, meaning you'll have to roll against it, and it has good odds.
You better hope you win, because if you don't, I'm turning it into ash. My turn.
Maybe I can just escape instead.
Do what instead?
Escape instead.
Oh, you said vape.
Roll athletics.
So you have to leave the well to do that too. So.
Oh, that was great.
Escape is an acrobatics?
Not when you're climbing out of a well. You successfully climb out, you could turn back in and do an attack if you wanted with a ranged attack. Because that was a move action.
Well, why not?
Rogue it up.
Rogue it up. Okay.
Got out of its range. That was a smart move.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. What do I want to use?
Your Knief?
My kniff. Well, he said ranged, though.
Yeah, you're good at range. You're highly dexterous, I would imagine.
Yeah,
That's
the
true.
knife
I do
won't
have a
work for
dagger.
a ranged attack. You can throw a dagger, though, and then if you miss, Braz
can
can
use
collect it for you. Yes.
I have my short bow.
You could also do that.
You do
I'll do
split in the middle of the well and just like.
For anybody watching who's a rules monger, normally she'd have to use an action to switch to a short bow, but I don't care that much.
Oh, well, I mean, if you ever want to.
No, I'm just letting people know I don't charge to switch weapons unless it's dramatically appropriate to charge you to switch weapons.
Like facing Strahd.
Right. Against the snake, I don't care.
Oh,
You miss.
Oh.
Really?
Oh.
Really?
The snake. The snake lunges towards Copper and successfully manages to constrict Copper.
Get out of here. Really?
How does it get to attack with damage when it's constricting? This game cheats, you guys. How many hit points do you have, Copper?
10.
Do you have any way to burst up your AC real quick? Past 21.
Oh
No.
dear.
It'd be kind of funny if it did constrict him. He makes the sound that a can does when it's being constricted.
Would you like to burn your any of your cards to force it to have disadvantage?
What was going on?
You're about to die.
Yeah, you're
Level
gonna go
one,
right to
man.
-1
How?
because it does 11. It does 13 damage on a successful constriction hit.
Holy fuck.
That's insane. Yeah, I guess I'll use a card.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, these snakes are CR2. The inside of the house is not this much of an asshole.
this is insane. Yeah.
All
how
this
do
for a couple silver coins?
How do I burn that? Yeah. Jesus,
Just pull the card
what
out
was
and
this?
stick it on the board, and I can do it from there.
I guess it went somewhere.
Yep, just like that.
For the people watching at home who didn't see the initial episode, Ravenloft is an asshole.
And we will get more into that once you're past the house for sure. Yes.
It's true though. It's so true.
You force it to roll a 13, and it does not instantly knock you down to -3 hit points.
Yay!
Una, it's your turn in the correct order now.
Yay! All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna go after that snake. I'm gonna attempt to short bow it again.
The one that's wrapped around Copper Cleaver?
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's made out of metal.
It's not wrapped around him anymore. It lunged out, and he ducked out of the way to some
Oh.
Neo shit, and it hit the ground.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, got it.
Alright, I'm gonna blast you through the head with an arrow.
Oh, Jesus.
What do you want? She's a rogue.
I'm
Damn, I
pretty
think that
sure.
hit.
Yep, that hits. What's the damage on that? 6. As it pulls itself out, they did not do the token right. As it pulls itself out of the well, it's a really big snake.
Holy fuck.
Elidor,
Snake's bigger on the inside.
you're busy.
What's up?
Copper,
Yes, I am.
Hey, this thing's taken 10 damage and still going?
What
Oh, yeah.
in the fuck is that thing?
it doesn't look very healthy though. Like, this is not
Good.
the powered up version of this monster.
Preparing a fiery orb to throw at it.
But it's not dead yet.
Roasted snake for dinner, anyone?
Yeah, right? It's standing right next to me?
Yeah, it popped out of the well and hit the ground trying to bite Una. It's between you and Una.
Hit him with the boom. Take the cleaver. Take it out.
Eh.
Hit him with the cleaver.
Boom, here comes the
Sure. I'll hit him with the axe.
My axe.
Oh, okay, that explains a
Oh.
lot.
Aw, Tyler's been screwing us this whole time.
I pulled out the giant constrictor snake. This is giant poisonous snake.
Oh.
Copper, you miss. But you're a lot less likely to die now, so it's good. Braz, make an athletics check to climb back out now so you can shoot the snake. With advantage because handholds.
All we need is a badger.
You are successful. Fire your cantrip. You should be able to click on it and it'll
Yeah.
do the thing.
Attack. I get. Oh!
You do, in fact, incinerate the snake to ashes.
Yay!
Yay! Final Fantasy victory music.
It would have hit you for 6, Sean. You'd have lived, but you'd still been more than half damaged.
Damnable animal.
6 is better than
Wow.
13, though.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Here are your damn coins. Can we proceed now?
At this point, Elidor comes back, laughing to himself about the funny joke the snake told him.
I tossed the dead snake in the well.
Okay.
Before I get there,
Yes.
Whatever's left of it. Incinerated that fucker.
Smells like,
Yourself.
smells like sniff sniff. Burned bacon? It's fine.
walking up. A shed.
Oh my god, Steve, you're adorable.
we proceed now? With a
You look
real
around
treasure
some more,
find?
and you don't see anything else of interest on the outside of the house.
This is the front door.
I think we
Where
should
I
go.
moved you to slightly south of your original position, yes.
Right.
All right, like guys, we did it, right? We came to the house. We fought some things. We got some treasure.
We got
We're
12.
home now, right?
Alright, we be having 12 silver coins. I think we can do better than that. Now, can't we?
We
I
are
think we
doing
can.
better than we were when we got here. 12 silver coins better.
12
my dear.
silver coins couldn't possibly even pay for your tab back at the inn.
11.
Now, which one of you are going first?
Oh no, my dear. Why don't you take a look at that door there?
Oh, I will. Alright, what do I roll for that? Or do I have like a...
Perception always to look, and then other things to deal with it if you find problems. Can you all hear the sirenscape, and is it too loud, except for Sean?
No, fine. Very good, actually.
Okay.
with the ambience.
Just wanted to make sure, because my sound's just a bit odd tonight.
Mine too, in Sirenscape.
Yeah, I refreshed it, and it got a little better.
Mine's incredibly low, so it's hard to hear.
Is yours Mac? Can you turn it up on your end?
Yeah, I have manual control.
Okay,
over it.
good. That's what I want to make sure of.
Yeah.
If you have it how you want it, that's good for me.
That 14 perception.
The door looks old and rotten and full of mold and looms ominously towards you. But it's not locked, and you don't think it's got a trap on it, because, you know, it's a rotting old house.
Can I take my rapier and push it open gently with the tip?
You can.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Damn
Eek!
You see, this is what Gus could have been used for.
It creaks ominously when you enter in. The front door opens onto a dark, musty, filthy entrance hall. To your left, a corridor leads into another wing of the house. The walls are stripped bare, and the furniture has been violently smashed into bits. Ahead of you, another corridor leads towards the rear of the house. A staircase on the eastern wall climbs treacherously to the next story, reaching it at a balcony that overlooks the entrance hall along its north and west sides, covered in shadows that seem to move.
I have a question. You were reading that from the book, right?
Pretty sure. Are there any...
Maybe.
Wait. Okay, did it actually use the word treacherously?
No, I've rewritten all the dialogue for Ravenloft.
Uh,
The book says it's musty and dirty and there's a hallway.
I didn't know stairs could climb on their own.
Are there any sconces on the wall or candlesticks
No.
on the table or nothing like
There's
that?
no table in what you see ahead of you.
can we put ourselves inside? So that we
Yeah, I don't know what the dynamic lighting's doing, so there you go.
Like, maybe we can just move in, guys.
Perhaps some light is necessary first.
Everyone looks at Copper.
I got my little bits.
Hold on.
I mean, I
Hold on.
can see.
I did that wrong, my bad. The description was correct, but that's not the entrance room. This is. There you go.
Oh.
Ah!
That threw me for a loop there.
Where go?
South, right in the middle.
How is this the entrance?
Right behind you is the door. I guess the balcony isn't in the front door. I mean, the entrance hall. Directly to the
Weird.
south of Elidor is the door. This is the grand foyer, and then the wing to the west I described, and the stairs right here that I described to the east. And then ahead of you is deeper house to the south.
Captain, do you have a light that you can lend us so that we may traverse the rest of this domicile?
I put it out. It's the best I can do. Whoever wants to carry it can.
How much does it illuminate? Exactly?
Basically 10 feet. That's it.
Oh, goodness.
Can
You're first.
what's the dynamic lighting look like to you guys? Can you see anything?
I can see a lot, so I don't know how much
Okay.
is reflected. I mean, I can see all.
That's
the way
what
down
it
the
should
hallway
be
back.
because there's starlight and the moon, so everything should have dim lighting on the first floor. Meaning,
I can see 50 feet from my position.
that's what it should be. I just wanted to make sure. You're not in the dark on this part of the house. But everything is dim, which means everything has partial cover, including you. If the thing you're fighting can't see in the dark. Except to Elidor, who everything
Does
is
that give
normal.
disadvantage if you're trying to range attack?
20% mischance. Disadvantage. Is that correct, Steve, for partial cover?
I think covers now just add static AC bonuses. That I would have to look back up.
I think it does.
It's even worse.
Yeah.
Cover. Half
like
cover
either
is +2 to AC
2
and
plus
deck
4,
saves.
Yeah, half cover +2, 3/4 +4, and then full cover you just can't hit them.
Yeah.
It's 10% harder to hit them. What the hell?
Let's make sure
alright.
that's what you get from dim light, though. Maybe it's a different condition.
We are experts in Dungeons and Dragons.
Experts, I tell you.
I suppose we'll be going upstairs.
Dim light.
Why
Like-
don't we be looking around this bottom level first?
Oh,
Clear the floor.
passive perception is
Very
at
well.
-5. Stealth rolls are at advantage, and perception checks are at disadvantage. Does not affect combat.
Huh. Good,
Yeah.
I think.
It just screws up your thief trying to protect you from traps.
Hey, Braz.
Yes.
So, I know I was reluctant to come here, and I don't mean this in a way of like that, but like, why are we here?
I'm just ignoring him at this point. Like I don't
We're
even
here for
garner a
adventure.
response.
And I looked at
I didn't even hear him.
I looked at Una. But like, why are we here?
Adventure. Discovery.
And treasure.
And treasure.
Where's the treasure?
I think it's down that hallway to the left. Why don't you go peek your
Alright,
eye
let's go
holes?
down there.
Cool. I'll follow you guys.
I make my way.
I would walk
Where are you going?
100
Very-
miles.
Gotta go to the hallway to the left.
Okay.
But,
You should have
very
control of your
carefully.
tokens, so put yourselves where you want to be.
Move
Oh,
along.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Move along. Wait for Captain Cleaver to cleave the way.
I like how he thinks that you're the tank.
Yeah, why am I the tank?
Because
You're the captain, we
Because
follow
you're,
you.
you're a robot.
No, I'm the shipbuilder. She's got the captain's hat on her token. So.
I do
Wait,
have
she's the
captain's
captain?
I don't think any of us are captains.
I'm certainly not the captain.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure we're all just like.
Bumbling
You
around.
see a hallway.
We're all the captains here.
That's right, Brass. She outranks you.
There,
Very well, she should go first.
you see a hallway with rotten, moldy doors to the left and right, and a double swinging door to the west, leading into a larger area.
By all means, lead by example.
Alright, should I go to the door on the left or the door on the right or go straight ahead?
Use your better judgment.
Go left.
I don't have a better judgment or I wouldn't have jumped down the well in the first place.
Very well, that one will do.
Which
Points to
one
the
does
right door.
it?
Go
Okay, then.
there.
I will check out that right door.
To the east, you can see through the cracks in the wood, and that you can see that there isn't even a handle anymore.
Okay, what's through the cracks? Let me look into your crack.
Ugh.
This room looks like once it may have been a grand writing room or study. Against the wall under the windows sits a large wooden writing desk, partially smashed and riddled with black rot. There are 3 drawers in each side of the desk and a large central drawer. The latter is closed, but the others are all open, 2 of them forcibly broken open.
How long has this house been abandoned?
You don't
I
really
see
know. You heard rumors, but you didn't ask around at town before you came charging to the haunted house in the middle of the night.
Oops.
I mean,
I think we should check.
Sailors, not investigators?
truly.
Would you like to check out the room more thoroughly, or are you just going to abandon that and move on?
I would,
I see
because
what
who
she's-
knows what's in
I'm
the
going
drawer.
in.
That closed drawer is locked.
I would like to look into your drawers.
The closed drawer is locked. You need to. Oops, sorry, Sean. You need to make a thievery check.
Thievery! Yes.
I'd
Alright.
like to see the contents of such a desk.
Alright. This is a new type of character for me. Where do I find
Thievery is a
skills?
kit, so it's on the left, but not with the skills. It's by.
these tools?
Yep.
These tools.
Alright. Equipped. Uses resource.
So that's the desk.
If it doesn't automatically pick one, pick Dex.
Okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't, it just has it as equipped. It doesn't,
You should be able to just click it.
Yeah, click the gear icon.
Not in your
and apply
inventory,
that.
on the left of that.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Thank you.
No problem.
Sorry about that. I've never done a rogue before. I'm very excited.
Great class.
You successfully pick the lock, and you see that it contains nothing but old, valueless documents, receipts for purchases of various chemicals and lab equipment. Make an investigation check.
+7 on that. Holy
Ooh.
cow.
Here we go.
Anything of note?
You want to take that, or do you want to use a card?
I think I might use a card.
Your cards do anything cool besides advantage.
You know, I'm not really sure. Um,
Which was your suit? Which suit are you attuned to?
I am attuned to crowns.
Do you have any cards that are crowns?
No, I think this one is glyph.
Okay. You only need the advantage, so it's fine, but I thought I'd ask anyways. So, turn the card over and stick it on the table, just like drag it out to the table, and then I can do it from there. Or to the main, yeah, like that. With advantage, you refuse to accept that that's all that's in here, and you feel around real close, and you realize there's a weird squishy spot in the middle, and it's a secret compartment.
Oh, okay. That's a relief. I
From
was
the
paying
damp,
attention.
because there was air to get in underneath. You find, wrapped in cloth, a glass vial that has 2 swallows in it of something sparkly and white. Perhaps Copper could help you figure out what that is.
Alright, just like me old captain used to say. And he sort of looks off in the distance. So- I can't even remember what I was like.
He really does say that, right?
Yes. Oh, no. A stone unturned. A stone going unturned is a stone that goes unturned.
And then whatever he's looking at, he's like,
Anyway.
Elidor
hand
is
me the vial.
blown away by that.
Font of wisdom you are.
You pick it up and you immediately recognize that that is a glass vial containing 2 doses of potion of healing.
Oh, cool. I announce that and hand it back to her since she's been taking a lot of the damage.
Sweet. I go ahead and chug it like a college student drinking beer.
You want to take 1 dose or both? You don't feel like you probably need both.
Just one.
I look in the desk though, like for any like
Roll.
writings or anything like that.
All the rest is useless receipts and garbage. 2d4 plus 2. Una. You heal 7 hit points.
I love seeing those dice. That's so cool.
Garbage.
Poor Brass. Nothing else of interest in this room. Except a ghost! Oh wait, no, that's just the captain.
Do I-
The real captain.
Do I see a ghost?
No, only Copper can see the captain.
Okay.
Arr,
that's
what
fine.
what are you talking about?
Just remember, I cannot turn off sight of horror, tragedy, or ghosts.
Yes, you're immune to this one though because it
That
might
makes
be in his head.
Sure. His
Might-
thing special, like I get that.
Yeah. Would you like to try the door across the way? If so, it's the same condition, missing a door handle, rotten, and partially see-through.
I can get this one, guys,
You're a hero.
because I'm standing right next to the door, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This room was once a grand library with bookshelves looming all the way around the walls. Most of the shelves have collapsed and broken now. From violence or rot, one cannot tell. In many places, they've come away from the wall as if desperate to escape this old haunted house. The few shelves still intact are empty and lonely and desolate, but a pile of books rests in the corner of the room.
Let me through.
You know,
Like,
I don't think any human would stack books that way.
I think you found a sense of adventure.
There's 14 books, Braz, tossed untidily in a heap, covered in cobwebs, vermin poop, and mold. Not dangerous mold.
lovely.
All are partially ruined, but still illegible. Most are real page turners. History,
My gloves
romantic poems. No, they're all garbage, except for 3.
Garbage. Garbage.
Those
Actual
3.
Garbage. Something over my shoulder.
Hold on. As he's I pick up one of the books that's unread, and I go, just like me captain used to say, a book unread is a book that goes unread. An unread book goes a book unread.
I'm going to stop listening to you now.
Yeah.
What if the book has a blue cover?
The book have These 3 books have titles, Braz. The Magical Properties of Gemstones by the Archmage Tensor.
Tensor. I remember him.
The Magical Properties of Herbs and Flowers by said
Old
Archmage
bastard.
Tensor. And The Metaphysics of Mathematics by the Mage Nistel.
Let me jot this down because that's going to be relevant, I'm sure, later. what was
They
the
get
first one?
they get names because these are actual valuable books that are worth money.
Fucking A.
I dropped them
What was the
in
one
chat.
by Tensor? Oh, you dropped that in there.
The third one is you're rifling through it.
This
Has a piece of paper that falls out.
what's
It's got a
this?
few lines of handwritten text, but dampness has spoiled it so you can only read 2 words. 3 words. Beyond the Skeletons.
Skeleton.
You're sure you
What
could
book
probably...
did that fall out of?
The Metaphysics of Mathematics. You're also pretty sure... It's not part of the book. Somebody who lived in this house wrote notes and put it in the book. You're pretty sure you can fetch to what a level 1 character would consider a princely sum for these books. Maybe 25 gold.
Not bad.
But not in
Talking about
Saltmarsh. You
gold.
need a real city with real scholars in a library.
This I can use. Take those 3 books, put them in my satchel. Proceed.
Nothing else of interest in the library.
Actually, hey, Braz. Hey, like, can I read that book on flowers?
I just walk around him. Going into the hallway.
Wow.
Oh, that wasn't nice at all.
Alright, just toss the kid a book.
I'm gonna cast a spell really quick.
I'm done with the books, or you can keep the garbage.
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft,
Okay.
and I just continuously cast the faint odor of skunk on Braz.
Done.
Oh,
Not a problem considering I don't like people being around me, so. Enemies go to attack and they're like, oh shit.
You made Steve laugh too hard.
oh,
That is all there is of interest in this room.
Going down to the other room.
Yeah. I move with it.
Is it locked?
Nope.
Or is it the same as the other one? I go right in.
Wait, are we going? We're going west, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That door leads onto a small patio, the paving cracked and overrun with weeds. Other than a pile of refuse in the corner, the room is barren and empty. You could check it out further if you wanted to.
There are often gems in one's garbage, such as recently have been revealed. I take like a stick or something like that, or table leg that's lying around on the floor. And I use it to rifle through the refuse in the corner to see if there's anything of actual use in there.
Make an investigation check.
Raz, just like me captain always used to say, every garbage has a gem, and every gem has garbage.
Something isn't overturned is something that isn't overturned. Something.
Raz, I would appreciate it if you wouldn't be bemoaning me captain, alright?
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to your captain. And he just kind of points randomly in a direction.
As you're pushing things around with the table leg, you realize as you're looking at the dirt on the floor, there's tracks.
Something was here.
Going from a specific spot in the floor back towards where you came from. Or maybe it came from where you were to here. You don't know which way it's going.
Elidor,
Yeah.
this is your arena now. And points out the tracks.
I look for the audience.
Wow.
I point to the tracks.
Oh. Yeah. You want me to you want me to do the tracking?
I just look at him like,
you know, you taught me something. Braz. No.
very well.
Wow.
At least you're
Drop the
capable of
mic.
learning.
Unless I can get that book on flowers.
All the way to.
So, you're walking through there, Braz, and right when you get right to that square, a voice booms from everywhere in the room in a super deep, inhuman, hideous voice. Welcome, fools! Welcome to your deaths! Followed by booming laughter. Fear checks. If you click your token, you'll see it pop up in the upper left. Assuming I made them visible.
What am I clicking on?
Mine
Fear
doesn't
checks?
do it.
Yep, I'll get it for you. Hold on.
For the screams, the screams.
Now you can see it.
Lies. Oh yeah, there we go.
What
Where?
order do you want us? What order do you want us to go in?
Let's start with...
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say you anyway, so you're okay.
Yay!
And let's move to Braz.
Wait, where is this?
Upper left. So you got to select your token to see it.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I'm opening up more too, so you'll see a couple more pop up.
Woo.
Let's move on to Elidor.
I didn't make it. I've got cards for that shit.
I think he should have advantage when he's high. Because, it's like, dude, I'm gonna die.
Have you ever watched
Really?
Scooby-Doo? That doesn't help Shaggy.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Copper!
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
I've seen some shit in me today.
You should see 5 checks now on your token. Fear, horror, madness, fear, and then
Horror.
and then the ability to roll for madness side effects.
That's
Madness
cool.
check, indefinite, horror, and fear.
That is super cool.
There's more, but we'll deal with them later. Okay, let's see. Whoops. Braz,
Mm-hmm.
you failed.
Can I use a card?
You can use a card to get advantage, yes.
Any card?
Wait, no. That's your... Where are you? You're still gonna fail. Even with
Okay.
advantage, 12 is not high
Oh.
enough.
Oh, okay. It just gives you advantage and doesn't allow for reroll.
If you're attuned to the card, it also gives you +5 to the roll. But there aren't
I
any attunements that are gonna give you a bonus to fear checks.
I have a transmuter card, that one that has the star, which is my symbol.
Yeah, that doesn't help with fear though.
Oh, okay.
Wrong suit for that. So,
Okay.
you have disadvantage on all ability checks for 1 hour. You can save every 15 minutes. The rest of you merely have a -2 to all your willpower saves for the next hour. Do you keep going? Hearing the terrifying voice?
If I quit now, where'd be my sense of adventure?
No, I mean, I meant Braz heading towards the balcony.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's actually scared, but he's just like, whatever. Close the door.
Nothing special outside. It would have taken you to the well.
Yeah,
Found that on your own.
I got a thing.
What would you like to do?
Elidor is gonna roll a stealth.
Here, I thought Elidor was gonna like do the survival check. No, he's messing with you still. Go.
He's just gonna hide in this corner with an 8.
Okay.
Nice. I'll never see you coming.
Nope. But no, with that for real though, when hearing that kind of stuff, like, okay, I can't keep playing this stupid game with Braz. I will go ahead and come back over here and I'll make the survival check to see if I can track whatever this is.
Okay.
Survival, right?
Yep. Oh!
Fucking A.
20! Boom!
That was beautiful.
The tracks are coming from where you entered. Like, you follow it back real quick to check. From the front door, straight to this room, and they stop right here. And you're like,
Something
huh,
there.
Wait,
that's a very well hidden trapdoor in the floor.
where is the trapdoor?
You were standing right on top of it.
Oh, right here?
Yep. No, where you are right now.
Oh, up here.
Yep.
Got it. It's a secret. It's a secret door, not a trap door.
It's a secret trapdoor.
In that, if you stand on it,
It's
opens
not a
up
trap
the-
that puts you in spikes. It's a hidden door that goes underneath the house.
Damn, I was gonna tell Brad to stand on it. Okay. Like, hey guys. Fuck, I gotta get this voice down. Hey guys. I found a door in the floor.
You don't say.
A floor door.
Would it be a floored?
More like a door.
That's a great job, Ellie. We'll check it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew there was something here.
And
She
then I'll-
she reaches to high five him, like he puts his hand up, and then she just pats him on the head.
And then I'll go stand in the corner till I move it again.
Wow.
Alright, so where does this go?
You'd
Can I
have to
check the
open it to
trap
see
door
that.
for traps?
Roll a
Actually,
perception. What's up, Steve?
Sorry, I apologize. With the nat 20 on the survival, obviously we found the trap door. Is there any way that I can actually tell what made the tracks? Like,
Humanoid.
specifically? So, okay, so it is a humanoid.
Elf, dwarf, human, halfling. Yeah, something with 2 legs and regular feet. Boots. Not a
And pants?
ghost.
And boots
Can't
and
tell
pants
with
and
the
boots and
pants.
I'll relay that to everybody. Like, hey, whatever made that's like real and like
Oh.
a person.
Really? Wow.
I thought it was useful.
Yes.
Perception.
We're not alone.
Perception
Not a
check,
snake.
Una. It is not a snake or a weasel.
It's not a snake.
Or a ghost, because you assume ghost footprints look like sheet marks.
Eat marks.
That tracks.
Science.
It's locked, and it requires a weird key. You can't pick it with regular thieves' tools.
Oh,
Hmm.
terrible.
I
Stand
do
aside.
relay this to them.
We
Stand aside.
we have to go find the yellow key to open the door.
To get into the Resident Evil basement, yes.
Oh.
What's he trying to do?
What
Just
did
like
you do?
get the fuck out of the way so I can blast it open now. Please.
Oh, it's stone.
Oh, never
Sorry.
Fuck.
My bad.
Unfortunate.
I'm like, oh no, a wooden door. What will we do?
That's why it was secret, because it was embedded in the brick floor. It's made out of
Son of a
brick.
bitch.
Yeah.
Well, it looks
You'll
like
have to
we
search the
find-
house for the key.
It very much seem this way.
Our X be marking the spot we need to find the map. No, that doesn't sound.
Sounds
Let's
right
not
to me.
Consult your captain on this one.
No, the captain even says that one's dumb. Oh well. Let's be off.
There's nothing else to see to the west.
I'm sure
You
we'll
can
inevitably
keep going
find a
east, north, or head up the
disembodied
stairs.
Voice.
As
If
the
there's
rogue
more-
Una, they will always follow your lead.
Oh, that's fine.
Almost always.
Braz done ran off.
Oh, I thought we were following Copper Cleaver. He went,
No,
went
never
back
followed
into
me.
the foyer.
I just put
I
myself back in here because I knew we were going like that.
I would like to inspect what's left of the first floor.
Okay. North or east?
Let's do north.
The hallway looks dark and treacherous. There is a door to your east, a door to your west, a door to the north, and then it looks like a door that goes into the backyard.
Oh, I don't want to go in the backyard.
Wait, where'd you go? Oh,
like,
I'm
lead the
moving
way.
my character around.
I did it that time.
Oh,
Would you like to head into the first obvious room to right to with it? Well, back one to your east.
sorry. I would like
You
to
don't
see
have
if I
to.
can peek through the wood first.
Most of
like,
these doors
double-
are rotten, and yeah.
Yeah.
2 stuffed armchairs stand near the fireplace of that room. The covers of both have been viciously torn and the stuffing has been yanked out, but the frames are intact. A smashed table lies on the floor near the north wall.
Like a regular dining room table or a table with drawers?
Neither. Like a...
Coffee table?
yeah.
Well, just for the heck of it, I will check out that room.
Perception check.
I will perception check out that room.
Go ahead and put yourself in there. Doesn't matter where.
Wow.
Oh, jeez, it's a really small room.
It
It's
is a
very
really
tiny.
small room. You're messing around with the fireplace because one of those stones doesn't look right to you when a very angry swarm of spiders rushes out. Roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Of course, it had to be spiders.
What? Spiders?
Elidor, get in here and make some friends.
Where? Which room is this? The one to the right?
Yep.
I was gonna say, are we in initiative?
Yeah, roll initiative.
Oh.
Yeah.
Against
Can't
spiders.
move now if you weren't already in the room.
So the only solution here is to burn the house down.
Finally, someone has a good idea.
I'm not changing the music because it's just a spider swarm, but you are in initiative, and they're trying to eat your face.
Spider swarm, spider swarm. Spider swarm.
Braz,
Yes.
you're outside of the room when you hear Unith going, "Fuck, spiders, shit, spiders," and Copper's going, "That's so gross."
I ready a spell. I walk through the door, and I get to like the far end of the room where they're not at, and I target one of them with it.
So, I guess I better check. Assuming swarms get attacks of opportunity, they get one because you move through and out of their range.
Oh wait, what? Oh shit.
My understanding is anything gets an attack of opportunity as a reaction.
Yep, that's what it looks like here. Use correct,
Fucking
sir.
A.
So once they do reaction, they can't do it again for
Yep. Spiders get all over you, but you're brushing them off faster than they can bite you. Now you can do your firebolt.
See the roll. Okay.
Yeah,
I will-
the DM rolls are invisible because tension.
Oh.
The audience can see them though, and they will know if I
Oh.
They will know if I fudge.
Oh. Okay. Great. Firebolt.
I liked your sound.
Nice.
You hit the swarm with fire.
Die.
Which is one of the few things that does full damage to a swarm. You burn lots of them, but they're not dead. Copper! Braz is setting the house on fire.
Yeah. So I've been trying to figure out
We gotta get to the under part of the house somehow.
if I cast a spell that says it hits every creature within range.
Will it hit the party? Yes, unless you're a sorcerer with sorcerer points.
Oh no, never mind. I know how I can do this. Do I have to? No. Okay, cool. I'm going to target this
Okay.
sheet, and it has a 5-foot burst.
Okay.
So
You'll hit Una, but nobody else.
Oh shit! It does that. Suckage.
You could hold your action and say, Una, move!
Yeah.
Yeah, Una move.
Una moves.
Let's see who's next.
Actually, no, Una move.
Oops, the snake is still in initiative.
Trying to blast the monster.
The spiders go before Una, which is good for you, Sean, because then they won't move away. Does a 15 hit you, Una?
Oh,
Fuck.
let me look. I have to talk on my pages. Yeah. I'm checking for my armor class, right? I have a 14.
Correct. The spiders hit you for what? Wow. This is just
Sorry.
Ghost of Saltmarsh, too. This isn't me adding Ravenloft monsters yet. Haven't even got that far. Oh, wait, no. Eric hit it. Okay. Less damage when it's hurt. You take 5 damage instead of 10.
Holy crap. Holy crap.
Wow.
Those are some mad spiders.
Hit it.
5 damage.
Yeah, it would have been 10 if it had been at full strength.
Jeez.
Swarms are fucked up.
And now it's your turn, and you can disengage as an action, Una, and they can't do the attack of opportunity to go stand behind Braz and Copper.
I will do that.
And you can still shoot with your short bow.
Heck yes.
Well, no, wait, sorry. If you're disengaging, you have to move here, but you can still shoot them. You have line of sight.
Excellent. I will do that. Is it my turn now? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Kill it now.
Oh no!
Get the fuck out of here.
No.
Can I give her a card? Can I give her one of my cards?
Yes.
How
Okay,
did
I will
that
give
be
you one of my cards, because fuck that shit.
You get advantage, and you hit the spider swarm, but it doesn't... They're little tiny spiders, but you kill some of them.
I hit like one dead on, and then the rest are impacted by the air.
The vibration, yeah.
Expanding, yeah, just.
All right, Copper, you can take your action now.
I'm going to cast Thunderclap.
Ooh,
Oh,
Copper's not
Thunderclap.
messing around. He's using level 1 powers on the
Fuck.
spiders.
No, that's a cantrip for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thunderclap, not Thunder Wave, right? Okay.
Yeah, Thunderclap.
Constitution save. 12, they fail.
Nice. Take that 6 damage.
Spiders go flying all over the place.
Nice.
On fire and
That
The
was
swarm is
beautiful,
broken
Eric.
up real bad, but there's still enough of them to be dangerous.
Huh.
Elidor. The swarm is not quite dispersed, but it's close.
But it's close.
Mostly.
finish it.
Don't do damage.
Do you not have attack spells yet?
Druids don't get
Something
attack
with
cantrips.
Druids don't really get attack cantrips. Like, that's not their role.
It's not what they do.
Hug them to death.
Plus, most druids are like war clerics. They're supposed to be.
Yeah. I really don't be become useful till like in wild shape.
Turn into a goddamn dinosaur.
Can't do that at level 1.
Hit it with your sword.
No, that's just mean. I'm going to cast. Eric, my goal is to make your character so mad that he actually tries to murder me.
You're doing a swell job.
Um. Puff. Create a tiny, harmless sensory effect.
Oh, take a puff and then blow the smoke onto the spiders.
Ah, damn it. I don't even think this counts. Okay, I am going to attempt to use Druidcraft to create the sounds and or odors, whichever one would work better, to create some sort of sensory information for the spiders that are their natural predators. So either like make them think there are scorpions or like hawks or something that makes them
Make a nature
think
check.
they are in danger. 20.
Nice.
So
Hold on, I got this. I got this.
yeah, natural predators
I
of
got
spiders.
this.
Like
Where is it?
your scorpions, your birds, your centipedes, things like that.
Where is it? There it is.
Yeah.
You're making bird noises with your mouth?
The spiders roll a -1 on their intelligence check, and the rest of them disperse back into the crevices.
Yeah.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Wow, caw chicky works.
Not caw. Ha!
I'm stupefied, but I'm not sure why. If it's
Oh,
Whether
I would have had to have moved in first, but
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
not sure whether to be shocked that worked or that you attempted it.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Alright, so you could more thoroughly check this room now. Una says there's nothing useful, but the rest of you could check if you want.
Oh, I'll check.
Let's have you check first before anybody else. Roll perception. Or no, I'm sorry. Wait, what is it in this room? Stand by. This one's perception. You find a
Pretty
loose
good.
stone in the fireplace.
Yes.
What do we have here?
There's a hidden compartment
Hold
in
it
there.
up to the light.
There's a hidden compartment in there, and a bunch of mouse bones spill out. That's probably what the spiders have been eating. There's a wooden box.
Blow the dust off of it. Una,
Open the deadly box.
Hi.
could you please check this?
The
Alright.
box is untrapped. You don't need to make a check. You can just tell.
Okay.
It's not even
It
locked.
should be safe. Should be alright.
Is it away from me? Open. When nothing happens, I turn it back around.
It's got 30 copper pieces and 2 small pouches of alchemical powders worth money.
I'll take the alchemical powders and give the rest to Una, or as payment for her skills.
You wouldn't know what to do with those powders, but you're guessing Copper would.
Oh, if nothing else, yeah, he might know actually. Unless, wait a minute, let me check that book title one more time.
Not that anybody knows or cares, but I'm actually the one that has the alchemist kit. Or, I'm sorry, herbalism kit. Never mind. Forget me. I'm gonna go stand in a corner.
Herbalism.
Yeah, never
I'll
mind.
never forget you.
Stand
I have
in a
the
corner.
Magical properties of herbs and flowers by Tensor.
Nope, you're figuring the artificer probably knows how to use that stuff.
I believe this is in your better capable hands, Captain.
It's worth 10 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could consume them as components and gain an extra first level use of the power.
Like permanently?
No, for today.
Oh. 10 gold?
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep the box.
Nah, you know what? I'm gonna eat that stuff.
Oh shit.
Like Bender style from like Futurama?
Nothing else of interest in that room, Una.
Okay.
Alright, I think we found everything in this room. Let's move on.
Well done.
That room was the dining room. There's a very long dining room table in there, and a spot in the south corner there where you could put the food and the trays and such.
I step into the room.
What about you,
Anyone
Elidor?
hungry?
Elidor's in.
Elidor is not in yet. That's why I'm asking him.
Well, I can't. Yeah, I'll. Yeah.
As soon as Elidor comes in, the door slams shut behind you, and a voice whispers, "You are not wanted here." And the table leaps to life and starts spinning around. Roll initiative.
Ah,
Whoa.
fuck.
Oh my god.
Then why on earth did you lock us in this room if you want this gun? Dumbass.
Good question.
A fine question, yes.
He's lonely. He's like lonely ghost.
Oh, lonely ghost.
We're keeping him busy. Oh my god, these initiative rolls.
It's alive.
What the fuck? Oh my.
Alright. Copper,
Gonna
you
threaten
react
us with a bit of
fastest.
wood.
Do I really? That seems
There's some bad rolls on that one, yeah.
Yeah. I have enough clear room to cast Thunderclap without hitting people if I like cast it like that.
Yes. Nobody's
Yeah,
in front of you.
Okay. Suck my Constitution roll for 2 damage.
Auto fail because it has no constitution.
I know, right? It's a table.
Is that what you think?
Yeah, do it. It critically failed.
It critically failed, but it definitely has a constitution.
Well,
Nice.
Critical failure means you did the full 2 damage to it.
Yes.
It's resistant to Sonic. You are aware of this now.
oh my goodness. Soundproof table.
I believe that's thunder damage?
It's a soundproof table.
Thunder is Sonic in D&D. There's no actual Sonic. I'm using the wrong words because I'm terrible.
You suck.
You suck, Brad.
Soundproof
Braz.
table.
Yeah. You threatened me with a piece of wood? Like again.
Also-
Jetfire as I firebolt its ass. Hell yeah!
You
And
hit
I
it.
think wood is vulnerable.
Not this
Fire.
table, nope.
Oh, fucking lacquer! God damn it!
Yeah, it's got a nice veneer on it. It's really lots of surface on it.
It does damage it though. It's not resistant.
All those things are flammable.
Elidor,
Ghosts.
you're not going to be able to sweet talk the table.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it's a piece of wood. I don't give a shit about it. I will.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's not resistant to thunder, so you get double damage, Sean, because you got a critical fail on the save.
Yay.
Sorry, continue, Elidor.
I will pull out my hitting stick.
And beat down the table.
And I will attempt to beat down the one piece of wood with another piece of wood.
That makes sense. That makes all the sense.
Perverted
Does an
attack.
8 hit?
And hit you with your own cousin. Oh my goodness.
I
Did you
did.
roll an 8? Wow.
Oh my god. He runs up and he's like,
You hit the table.
ka-dunk.
Yep.
The table would like to hit back now. Let's see.
Oh my.
It can hit Braz.
It
It's
can
actually going to
try.
hit Copper, who isn't here, which is even
Actually
better.
dealt damage to him.
It would also get an attack of opportunity from.
Copper, does a 15 hit you?
Does a 15 hit me? It does not. Fuck that table.
Make a strength saving throw.
Oh, it's gonna try to wrestle you?
No, the table hits you. It's whether or not it damages you.
Wait, no,
Oh.
it didn't hit me.
It hits you no matter what. If it doesn't get past your AC, it doesn't damage you, but you still got to make the strength save.
Guys, I figured out the name of the table. Master Splinter.
Oh my goodness.
You made that roll fail. You did that.
You
Sarah.
did that.
You did that right now.
So sorry.
Sarah, go away. You're done. You're out. Can we mute her? Can we just like not
Copper.
see her?
It knocks you on your ass, you're prone.
At
Wow.
least I didn't say Professor Oak.
Table.
Una.
Oh, wait, no. See, because I'm robot, I can't be knocked prone.
It knocks you on your ass, on your robot ass.
No, can't.
Una,
On your shiny.
on your shiny
On my,
metal ass.
on my shiny copper ass.
Oh god. What am I doing now?
Sneak attack.
It's your turn. You're not. Oh yeah, you are. It's your turn.
Can I sneak attack?
Jump on top of the table and like.
It
stab it.
is not immune to that, so yes.
You know what?
You see, I got the
What
best
the heck?
ideas.
I'm gonna do it.
Sneak
I'm
attack
gonna
the table.
attack the table and jump on it with my dagger and be like,
That is funny that it's not immune to that.
That is hilarious.
You do need to move though, so we'll put you here so you're technically in a flanking position. You have advantage on the roll because you're flanking.
so. Exactly.
Oh yeah, we all roll these at advantage.
I said that as a joke, but
I mean,
Yes. No. You
I
have
think
an
this is-
ally.
Yeah, it didn't help you any, Elidor. That's why I didn't say anything.
Yeah, no, it didn't help me at all. But yeah, as long as you have an ally in melee range with an enemy together, like you both get advantage. So.
No, just roll your attack. Sorry,
oh, okay.
your weapon attack, your knife.
Nah, we have to.
with advantage.
Wait, I'm gonna stab it right in the heart. Hey, trees have hearts.
No.
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Copper.
Good.
Just the roll.
Stab it and I slide right off.
I'm gonna thunderclap the bitch again.
Bam.
Thundercat.
Are you
Thundercrap.
prone?
Ho!
No, not Thundercat.
Use your move to get
Really?
up then.
Tyler, can you like take the damn cheat roll thing off that you have on? 'Cause,
The
like,
snail.
You rolled perfectly
Damage.
average. I don't see the problem. It's a D6 damage for that spell. You rolled
oh,
3.
it's-
You rolled average. Cantrips are
level
very weak at level 1 in D&D, yes. This is not Pathfinder with its big sexy numbers.
I need big sexy numbers.
It rolled a natural 1 again.
Good.
Well then.
6 damage.
6 damage, bitch.
Braz.
Really is a splinter now. I don't know what else I can do. I mean, you know, it's having so much fun with these guys, so I'll just firebolt the shit out of it. Just
It should be weak to fire, you'd think.
you think so, right? Yeah, I fucking hit that thing.
You hit it for 5 fire damage. Yes, you do.
Nice.
Elidor.
The boss.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wail on it one more time. I don't really want to burn my last first level spell on this.
You know, it's a shame you couldn't make like
22 hits.
nines.
And that's a
Yeah.
critical hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
10 damage? Fucking A, with a club, no less.
And
Your baseball bat.
Elidor, who feels useless, smashes it into oblivion.
Nice.
Boom.
Elidor, that was great. Did you see how well you smashed that table, right?
Arr, now be a fucking table dog, not some bibbity bobbity bouncy.
You guys, I did it.
Yes, congratulations.
God.
You
So
beat
mean.
A table lad.
You guys are so mean to him.
Angry
I said
ghost.
he did a good job. I was very proud of him.
He
Okay.
has, Braz has no way of actually conveying nice emotions, or he's just like, you did an excellent job.
That, by the way, was your first actual Ravenloft creature.
Oh, really?
And you had a better time with that than the weasels and the snake.
Fucking weasel.
How?
All right.
How?
There's nothing else of interest in this room.
Alright, I think we should move on, find a different room.
Still got some rooms to the north, it looks like, and then the exit, that side exit out of the house.
I'm gonna
Where'd
take
we
a peek
go
in
then?
that room.
There's a
before we go.
kitchen. It looks dirty and damp, with patches of gray mold and cobwebs everywhere. In the southwest corner is some iron rusted cooking equipment with a chimney above. On the window, under the window, is a cracked and discolored sink made of stone. To
I
the right
didn't
of the
think we
sink
should
are
go-
some cupboards that could be of interest. Against the far wall is a flight of wooden stairs leading upward, probably the servants' stairs that would have led to the master's rooms.
You said there was some cookware.
Yes,
How does it look?
Rusted.
rusted.
Like unrecoverable?
Yeah, it's not worth anything.
If you had some steel wool.
That's. Even with my tools, I couldn't be fixing this.
The tracks
Shoddy
that
workmanship. not
you
to
pick up
trust
a...
them.
Sorry, my bad. Thing didn't tell me you were talking. You pick up the
did-
tracks again here, or at least Elidor does, and they go up the stairs.
I did not think we should go in the kitchen, due for the fact that there might be knives. I don't want a sentient knife coming at me.
Alright, it's just pots and pans, lass. It's fine. Hey, look at
Alright.
Braz,
craftsmanship and all this stuff. This should have lasted. This is terrible.
Everything in this house can be used as a weapon by whatever phantasmal force still occupies it.
Perhaps, but
Don't
knives.
underestimate your enemies.
Braz.
Alright, like me, Captain.
That's a
used to
scullery.
say, something crafted as crap is.
The ghost takes a pen and just puts it head. It's just a la Tangled.
What am I rolling?
You don't have to roll. I'm just telling you. Said you looked in that room.
Yeah, I just.
That is a scullery. It displays the effects of damp and decay more than most of the rooms. The mold is creeping everywhere here. A large copper cask, split, discolored, and empty, is under the window, with a small heap of crockery shards. Stairs lead down into what is presumably a cellar.
There's a cellar entrance in the other room.
So you can explore either of these rooms further, or you can take the stairs, or you can finish exploring the first floor.
The stairways are usually one would use to access the master's chambers in the upper reaches of the house. But there does appear to be a cellar entrance in the adjacent room.
The tracks from the kitchen lead here and down the stairs. Somebody's been upstairs and downstairs. There's nothing else of interest in the scullery except the stairs. In the kitchen, you could go through the cabinets in the sink, if you wanted.
I think I'll check out the cupboards.
I ready a dodge.
Una goes to check out the cupboards, and you hear a skittering sound in the sink.
Do I hear the skittering sound?
You do, but not the time to react as giant centipedes come pouring out.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh,
It is
Tyler, just a
very
side note,
gross.
I hate centipedes so fucking much.
It's almost like every room in this house.
Roll initiative.
So much goddamn
my
version.
God.
Oh wow, I rolled a 20 on the initiative. Look at that.
Because it's a big old rotten house.
Yep,
Yeah, but
full of
centipedes.
gross ants,
Shit.
monsters. That is correct.
Centipedes.
Not only centipedes, Una. So many of them.
Oh,
Oh
my
my-
god.
What the fuck? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Those big fuckers climbed out of the sink.
4 of them, yes. One after the other. That's some sexy centipede initiative there.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Una,
anyone
you're
else-
first.
Wonder if
Get
no
out of the way.
one else had the drainage issue. Oh shit! Yeah, I'd like to get out of the way.
Yeah.
You
Una,
could take a
be
5-foot
moving.
step, but there's nowhere to go where you won't get hit by some of them.
Oh fudge.
Because
Damn.
you can disengage from the last two and go here, but the first two will get to hit you on your way out.
Couldn't she
Oh.
like, I don't know, tumble out of there? Right?
Yes, she could roll a tumble check,
There you go.
which is acrobatics.
I'm gonna.
It's a
Gonna
double
try it.
move since you don't have the cool rogue power yet, but you'll get it later. The one your husband loves so much.
Double move.
You succeed. Copper.
Gonna hit right here, which should hit all of them.
Thank you, Eric.
Yes. Your thunder will hit them all.
Thunder.
Hold on. I did not tell you to put the centipedes away, silly game.
Don't put the centipedes away.
If I put them away, Sean can't kill them. They saved. They rolled a 20. You know what? I'll be nice.
bitch.
I'll be nice to you. We'll make them all roll.
Yeah. Don't be a lazy
Save,
GM.
fail, save, fail. You hit 2 of them.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
And the 2 you did hit, splatters of bug guts and juice go everywhere. They're not dead, but it hurt them a lot. These are not hardy.
Nice.
These are not hardy creatures. Braz.
Yeah.
What color are the guts?
Green.
Green, grimy
I wish I had
guts.
actual like area effect attacks, but I don't. I guess we'll just go with firebolt for right now and just like.
Would you like to hit one that's not hurt or one that is?
One that is hit, just to finish him off, just like
Closer to you or farther away?
whichever ones he hit. I'm guessing these right here.
She hit this one and this one.
Okay, then I'll shoot that one.
Okay. Roll it.
Splat.
Infernal house.
Nice.
One fire.
Wow.
That one's not dead, but it's trying to scurry away.
What does playing the glyph card do, or the you know the like if it's your
Plus
sign or
5 to
whatever?
the thing you use the card on. For you, it's plus 5 to magic related rolls.
So would it do plus 5 damage, or if I
No, it wouldn't affect damage. It would affect success rolls.
Oh, boo. Okay.
So like when Steve rolled an 8 and a 9, it might have helped because it would have changed it to like a 13 and a 14.
Got it.
Right.
Okay. Shit, I'm all the way up in this motherfucker. And he's still alive?
Yeah, but he's trying to get out now. Elidor.
Centipedes, you say?
You don't think you can talk to these?
Yeah.
Evil
Okay.
bugs.
Okay.
Bug brains.
I am going to attempt to take out. I'm going to take out my fishing net that I carry with me, and I'm going to cast it on however many. Like, can I do one or?
That's
two?
clever. You can get 2 of them if you succeed, and it'll tangle them up.
Yeah, I'm gonna get these 2 up here. Can I use one of my 4 cards for advantage on that?
Yes, you can, but you don't need to. 11 is good enough to hit a square.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
You're
okay,
targeting the
okay.
squares, and for
Well,
me,
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yes.
they are
So-
tangled.
So I'm gonna so whoosh, I'm gonna cast that over, and then if I need to wait another round, that's fine. But I want to try to, catch them in my net, and my goal is to reel them in and then dump them out the window. So to kind of like go back outside, bug.
Giant bugs.
What's your spell saving throw DC?
Big as a fucking
Spell-
dog.
My spell, 13.
They both fail. You toss them out the window,
Yikes. Nice.
and that one runs, and this one's now all alone, but is too dumb to realize that's a bad thing.
Nice.
And you're the closest.
Whack it hard.
You're closest, Hippie.
That makes sense.
Does a 17 hit you? That's Probably.
God.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
I
Wackapede.
couldn't use shield to block that, could I? It's only to
No.
myself?
Yes.
Fuck, okay. Never mind.
How long
At least
does
I tried.
shield last? Like it
One
should last
turn.
for a while.
Just once, it's just like a, you know.
Plus, he can't share it anyways. It's not hitting him.
Oh, gotcha.
This time the damage is for real, even though it's challenge rating 1/4. Elidor, you are at -4 hit points, and I need you to make a poison saving throw, Constitution.
Oh God. The
Wait.
fuck?
This thing did 12 damage to me?
Yes.
Oh my.
3 from the bite and 9 from the poison.
Hot damn. Okay, so I need to make a what save? Sorry?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
And these aren't Ravenloft typical?
No,
What the fuck, wizards?
Ravenloft doesn't do centipedes.
Even they're like, no, that's fucked up.
It launches into the air, wraps around Elidor, and starts biting his face, and he collapses to the
Holy
ground, and
shit,
like yellow
dude.
shit is leaking out of the wounds.
Oh.
No.
Una,
Kill it now.
it's very gross.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Am I able to sneak it since it's focused on biting his face and then stab it with my dagger?
Yes, you could move to there and then sneak attack it because Braz is helping you flank.
Okay,
You don't even
cool.
need to distract it if you can flank.
What in the fuck?
So,
You succeed
Nice,
and you stab it
nice.
to death.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, what would you like to do about your dying hippie?
that's what you get for biting my friend. Where
Captain,
are the
I
ones that
believe-
bite my friend?
I believe that was your opening, Captain.
Well, I
Just-
would ask if anyone has stabilize, but that would probably be the hippie druid.
Oh, no.
Right. I don't know. I have. What would that be?
Medicine check
Medicine?
or
Actually, I do have medicine.
medicine
trained.
check or a spell or pour the other potion down his throat. The other half of the
I'll-
potion.
I'll stabilize the hippie.
You want to do a medicine
I
check?
can.
Okay.
Medicine check.
Say, yeah, okay. Nice.
I assume that succeeds, but I am double check.
I believe it's
That would
10
succeed in
stabilize.
Pathfinder, yeah.
He's been poisoned.
Stabilize, yeah, 10.
10.
I not very gently squeeze the oozing poison out of where he's bitten, and then open it up, and then just kind of go with his hand and go. I believe this is your opening now, Captain.
Did he not make his constitution check against poison?
He
I
did.
did.
If he'd failed, he'd have come back poisoned, even after the recovery.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay.
I wipe myself off. Is there any water, like any standing water or anything like that around here?
Yes, there is plenty of water available.
I
However-
found a container.
Stabilize means
Wait.
he's just at 0 hit points.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. That's why I gestured for Captain Copper to proceed with the healing. That's not
Do you
my.
want to use the potion,
avenue.
or you want me to cast my spell?
Do whatever you wish, Captain.
Potion's probably more potent, and you'll still have the spell.
Yeah. I'll do that.
I search for like a jar or anything that has like a stopper, or if he wants to use the potion, I'll use the glass container that it's in. I just want to use control water to put as much liquid into it as possible, and then stopper it and keep it on my person
Okay.
for later.
Who wants to pour the potion in his mouth?
I will.
Roll 2d4 plus 2 for Asuna. You can control his fate.
Roll well. Roll well. Roll,
Roll
well.
well. Roll well. Roll well. Roll well.
2d4
Roll
plus
well.
eight?
Roll
2.
well. Roll well.
2d4 plus 2.
Roll well.
Yep.
Roll well. Roll well. Roll well. Roll well.
That's
all.
that's
good.
pretty good roll, yeah.
I'll take that.
It's above average.
Oh,
You have 7 hit points.
Heyo.
You can
Nice.
take the skull off now.
Yeah, I got you.
Now, because if you leave it, I'll think I did it. There is nothing of interest in those cabinets you were checking.
what?
Oh, I already got what I needed from here.
Oh, that's depressing.
I suppose the question now is: are we going up or are we going down?
There's still rooms to the east. You have 2 rooms left if you want to clear the first floor first, but it's up to you.
I
I'd
say
like to
clear the first floor.
Miss
Yeah.
Pearlseeker, do you still feel the need to complete and explore every single room on the bottom floor of this house?
I do. In fact, if you think about it, we're still missing a key.
Uh,
Yep,
Alright, that
you don't
key
know
could
which
be
room
any
it's
room.
in.
It could
Yeah,
be
exactly.
down that drain right down there over there. Put your dainty little hand down there and see if it's there.
No, I don't think so.
No, I was merely just proposing that it's a possibility.
Okay, so
Like me old captain used to say, if you don't be putting your hands in holes, your hands not be getting any holes.
That one kind of makes sense.
Hey.
All right. I will move you all to where you need to be so you don't have to try to figure out the riddle.
Alright.
how's
The
that?
riddle?
There you go.
The hell?
The riddle?
You look through that door, and you see the only thing of note in the room is a clump of tiny red mushrooms growing around a fireplace in a semicircular formation. The room seems empty and harmless. You could search.
Like
That
this room
sounds
up here.
ominous.
This is the hallway that
No,
we're
that's
in?
the well.
No, the big room she's looking at.
Oh.
Oh, the one down there.
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like to look in that room since you're in there, Copper?
I mean, I didn't see
You
the
just
door,
wanted to make
so-
sure it was the room? Okay.
Yeah.
I will look in the room.
Put your token in there. And
Uh,
roll perception.
Okay. Why are you laughing evilly?
Because there's an evil monster in every freaking room.
I know, right?
In this case, because there isn't anything in the room, the mushrooms are harmless, however. In a loose cavity in the top of the fireplace is a small leather pouch with 2 pieces of blue quartz. It's worth about 10 gold.
Huh.
Cool.
Cool.
You should always assume death lurks in every room, though.
Oh my god, there's still another
I
door.
do.
And there's one left on the first floor.
And how
Do I
much did
see,
you say
did
that?
we see her retrieve the gemstones?
You saw her retrieve a leather bag and stick it in her pocket, yeah?
Oh, so I didn't actually see the gemstones
No.
themselves? Okay.
Don't be greedy.
That room, aside from a large
gemstones.
aside from a large amount of plaster that's fallen from the ceiling, that room is completely empty. You don't need a check to tell you there's not even any loose stones in here. Just a lot of plaster from the ceiling above it.
Okay.
What's this? Fireplace?
Yep.
Okay. I checked. Oh yeah, you said
No
there's nothing there,
suspiciously loose stones in this one, right?
Like... Okay.
You know, if they put a little extra work in here, this would have lasted much longer.
I see you looking up a lot. Make a perception check. Copper.
Roll 14 sanity points.
Lots of bats.
The architecture's interesting.
Can I also roll perception, noting that
Is it
staring at the
is it
ceiling?
Sure.
neo-Gothic architecture, or is it ancient, or is it medieval?
Ravenloft
European
Victorian.
architecture? Ravenloft Victorian. Oh.
Natural
Lofty.
20. The plaster is because
Oh.
the ceiling slash floor in the room directly above is terribly weak, and if you walked across it up there, you'd fall through and probably mangle yourself real good.
Hmm.
Alright,
Note
if
to
we go in that
self.
room up there, we got to be very careful, because otherwise it'll fall right through and we'll smash our heads open.
Nope.
And I fully expect by the time you get to that room, you'll completely forget.
Okay.
It's not like our GM would remind us.
Why would I do that?
What a silly thought.
I believe the statement is Ravenloft is an asshole.
Yeah.
And that is all of the rooms on the
100%.
ground floor.
Ground floor.
Alright, are we ready to go upstairs?
Yes. I believe that inevitability has arrived.
So are we going up from the main room or from the kitchen?
Well, the footsteps were in the kitchen.
It's true. The footsteps were in the kitchen.
So that one's probably the safer one since something physical went up it.
This
I like
one?
that logic.
I mean,
Up the stairs in the kitchen?
yeah.
Cool.
You would like to take the kitchen stairs up. Okay. That will take you to...
Ladies first.
Oops.
You're very kind.
A landing. If you scroll north, you'll see it.
Oh, it's on this page?
All the way north, yeah. This
Oh,
page has
cool.
both floors of the house.
Oh, where our characters are?
Yep. You're climbing up the stairs with, like you said, Una first.
Okay.
What's this here?
Along the north wall of this area is the landing. You come up the stairs, and the treads appear to be loose and perilous on that other staircase that you can sort of see that looks damaged. Probably don't want
Oh.
to take that up.
Leads up to the 3rd floor?
It's mostly collapsed. Only the lowest 6 steps are still intact, and there's no easy access to the hole in the ceiling. And there's a bunch of rotten timber where it collapsed.
I have 2 tokens on the screen.
So does Sean.
No, you deleted the wrong one. That was my favorite token.
That's what you see.
Huh.
You could try
More
to.
rooms,
That's
yeah.
not really an accessible hole, even with skills at your level. You'll have to find another way into the attic. But you can go
Slowly.
deeper into the 2nd floor. You head down that hallway and you see some doors. That first door, that room appears to have been used for storage. A large, badly made oak chest stands under the window, the lid closed. Also in the room are 3 broken wooden chairs, 2 splintered wooden buckets, and a mildewed sack. Just inside the door is a heap of clothing. The garments have not collected much dust, appearing to have been placed there only recently.
Someone's naked in here.
It's me, sorry. Can I very sneakily sneak into the room sneakily and sneak a perception sneakily?
Yes, roll stealth and then perception.
Wow.
I distrust that room so much.
Hey.
You're
Alright.
very sneaky. Creak! Roll a perception.
Yikes.
Fucking A.
There it is.
Would you like to keep the 15 or use a card and get the natural 20?
She does
I don't
not
have a
He doesn't
card.
have a card. Steve has like 4 though.
I don't even know where you guys are anymore.
Scroll up, all the way up.
All the way up to the top, yeah. Or down the hall.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, what's your, it doesn't matter.
He is giving you a card. Look at that.
Oh.
On a natural 20, you realize there's nothing of interest in the room, but from a room a couple doors down. Hold on. I think I have a sound for it. I gotta just find it if I do.
And then Una, you should be able to play that card.
Yeah, and then you can move it out to the table so I can delete it. Put it back in the deck.
Peek, 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 peek,
I
peek.
do not have a sound effect for it, but you hear. I really should.
I peek peekily.
You hear muffled cries. Like somebody gagged.
Naked man.
Coming from...
Naked and gagged.
Coming from
Horror of horrors.
far to the southeast. And on
Far
that
to the
note,
south.
we will pause because we started late and ran over.
Oh,
no.
shit.
There's a naked man.
Wait, you're cliffhanging on a naked gagged man?
And you melting the face of the super boss, yes.
Right.
Check out our previous episode of Book Two, so you understand that reference. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's the cliffhanger of cliffhangers tonight.
We'll pick up on the bound and gagged naked man somewhere down the hallway next Sunday.
Hashtag.
Next Monday.
Naked and gagged.
Did I say Sunday? Wow. Yeah, next Monday.
Quarantine days, they don't count.
That is correct.
Time is an ununderstandable construct.
Man. Alright.
We'll see you all then. The night comes unbidden and unwelcome once again, dear adventurers. Darkness descends like a pall, and all goodness and light slips from the land. Fog rolls in, frigid and cloying. Rumbling thunder pounds in the distance. A flash of lightning tears through the darkness, revealing a solitary figure silhouetted against ancient castle walls. Watching from far away, silently observing our heroes huddling around their meager campfire as the mists close in. A second flash of lightning burns away the darkness, but the figure is gone. Only the howling winds and echoing laughter remain to fill the midnight air. Good night, brave heroes. Sleep well while you still can.